If you've been following Johnny Depp, I'm sure you know he's in a new movie called Jeanne du Barry, which will be released in the US and Canada pretty shortly. Now, the thing is, there are certain publications that side with Amber and some that do defend Johnny, but I think we could say that Forbes here is a pretty neutral one. They've got their takes on culture and stuff like that once in a while, but in general, I'd consider them a neutral platform, and here they're saying, from what I see, pretty good things about Johnny, including some quotes that I think are pretty good. So let's take a look. New Johnny Depp movie gets theatrical release date. This is from about April 8th, 2024. Pretty new. Johnny Depp's returning to the big screen 4 years after the release of his last film. Vertical Entertainment announced Monday that Depp's Jeanne du Barry will open in theaters on May 2nd, starring alongside Depp and Jeanne du Barry's French film star Maïwenn, who is also directing the film. Now, they give this quote from Johnny here. They list some plot points, things about the movie, stuff like that, how they fall in love, who Johnny plays, that kind of thing. But here they include a quote from Johnny I think was a good inclusion. Jeanne du Barry made its debut as an official selection of the 2023 Cannes Film Festival in May 2023. At a press conference promoting the film, Depp addressed his absence from films in the past few years and how the controversy surrounding him affected it. And they quote, I keep wondering about the word comeback because I didn't go anywhere. Matter of fact, I live about 45 minutes away, Depp told reporters in the south of France. So maybe people stopped calling out of whatever their fear was at the time, but I didn't go nowhere. I've been sitting around, so come back. It's almost like I'm going to come out and do a tap dance or something spectacular here on the table, dance my best for you guys, and hope that you all approve. All right, that was a good quote. And they continue with the Depp quote. I don't have much further need for Hollywood myself. I don't know how you guys feel, Depp told reporters, but I feel it's a very strange, funny time where everyone would love to be able to be themselves, but they can't because they must fall in line with the person in front of them. If you want to live that kind of life, I wish you the best. And I personally think he's talking about cancel culture there, which would make perfect sense. I mean, what's falling in line? Follow the narrative, follow the mainstream media, follow what you're supposed to do. Makes sense to me. Once again, a great quote to include. It's like the opposite of when they include these odd quotes from Depp out of context and things like that, or they try to include good quotes from Amber or good quotes from people against Depp. They're showcasing Depp's good quotes. They mention Minamata. They do mention the court case, but it's not framed positive or negative, just basically that it happened. They mention the Hollywood Vampires concerts and tour. They mention the Vampires debut album, things like that. And they mention Paul McCartney and Dave Grohl, especially two of my favorites, were on the album. I didn't know that, so thank you, Forbes, for the info. And they end with this. While Depp has taken a break from movies, he's done voice acting work for the small screen in the past few years. Depp voiced Johnny Puffin Puffins, a series of animated shorts from 2020 to 2021, and reprised the role for the series Puffins Impossible from 2021 to 2022. Okay, some exact dates for you there. Depp's character also appears in the 2024 animated feature Johnny Puff's Secret Mission, but the movie's still awaiting a US release date. All right, so that's it. Pretty much all positive. They mentioned the court case, but it's neutral. It's just factual. They've got some pretty good quotes from Johnny, obviously selective. The article's about Jeanne du Barry, so they had no reason to keep those quotes in there, and they did. So I find this overall pretty positive from Forbes, and like I said, they seem to me more of a neutral platform than heavily leaning one way politically or something like that, which they do sometimes. I think they all do at this point, but if you get my drift, they're not Rolling Stone, they're not Pop Topic, they're not Variety. They don't really have a big stake in Johnny and Amber and the things that went on. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. Done here for now. See you next time.